and bring us in. Welcome to Braunhaven. We'll be picking up where we left off
Mm.
last week. These guys, well, Cameron is back with us this week. She was out last week. They hired Vidan Cav, who is a fourth level cleric. They picked him up at the Abbey of the Order of the Martyr, and he's got we've been joking because he's got a whole whopping 8 hit points, and they kitted him out in some spare gear that they had, but um, yeah, they've been having him keep to the back, but they discovered that a tribe of hill giants slaughtered all of the Neanderthals and both the owlbear and the owlbear cub up at the clan of the owlbear cave. And so they went on a tour of vengeance and also discovered the small village of Arlaas, and Arlaas is having a similar problem with said hill giants. They indicated that the hill giants are coming from the stronghold of Suddor, and they were the hill giants were ruled by a hill giant in air quotes queen named Bonar, and they had been stealing food and livestock and anything that wasn't nailed down from all of the farms and villages in the area, and the deal that in order to kind of lessen the casualty numbers, Arlos had come up with or made a deal with the queen to essentially they would give her a tithe of uh, grain and livestock every month, but uh, because hill giants are lazy, they constantly tried to extort more than what the agreed upon amount was every month, and this became pretty untenable. Arlos is basically giving them most of their food, and it is hurting the town, and the town has had it. And so the richest member of the town has offered them a reward, and they went off to attack, and they've already killed the queen, and with a fireball, no less. And so now the rest of the hill giants in the stronghold are up at arms and ready to smash. Before we get started, we would like to bring your attention to our merch store via Zazzle. We've got hoodies and t-shirts and buttons and whiskey rocks glasses and a beer stein, and there's all sorts of stuff on that store. And 100% of the proceeds from that store goes back into our channel. It helps us cover the expense of some of the minor subscriptions, such as Roll20 Pro or Incarnate Pro, both of which we're using right now. It also helps cover the cost of the software we use to make these videos. And so, if you want to help us make ends meet at the end of each month, go get yourself a hoodie, and we appreciate everything you do for us. I actually just sent one of the Greenwater Whiskey Rocks classes to my friend Luke. It is his birthday today. Happy birthday, Luke. And he and I are big whiskey fans. So he's funny though. He collects it. He doesn't drink it as much as I do. He collects it, and he's got like a closet full of expensive bottles of whiskey that he's saving for the collapse of human society. And so, I'm like,
It's
yeah,
a pretty good investment. Yeah.
that's not a bad
People
idea.
want that.
If you can buy the cheap stuff and use it as brake cleaner as well. So um, brokers. Ugh. There was this one time I didn't have very much money, but I really wanted to drink, and so I bought this bottle of Canadian Hunter, and it's got it's got a picture of like some mountain man with a couple of wolves next to him. I'm like, well, it's Canadian. It can't be that bad. No, it was fucking awful. That was terrible whiskey. I really actually, I can't stress this enough. I don't know that whiskey is the right name for that. I just, you know, um, Yeah, it's like tequila gold, and at the bottom of the bottle it says "made with real tequila." I'm like, well, I would hope so, but um, yeah, no, not very good. I mean, it kind of got the job done, but it was not. But yeah, so we will go ahead and jump right in. We ended last week mid combat or at the top of the round. So Malachi, what are you gonna do?
Um, not to tell you how to do anything, but shouldn't Alora, Mavis, and
Oh
Peppermint have
yes,
initiatives?
yes. Alora, Mavis, and
I'm glad you
Peppermint.
said it because I was thinking it.
Yeah, Alora, Mavis, and
Yeah.
Peppermint need to roll initiative, and we can get them put in the stack.
Who knows? Maybe one of them will just be right at the top of the stack. Come in, fireball. Another one.
Yeah. Because you missed last week, you have to. You all have to go after Dentry.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Laura. All right. Good.
Sweet. So, oh, all right, there we go. So, Malachi, what would you like to do?
Okay. Man, all those dudes are still just kind of right in that same area here. Let's see. Yeah, let me
If you here,
right here at this point, right there.
that would get two of them.
No, then let's move it here.
So if you put it right in the doorway, so if you drop it right here, that will get all three of them.
But it hit Borman.
No. Maybe. No.
No? Okay.
This square
then
right.
Yeah.
This square right there would get all three of them and Miss Borman and Dentry.
All right. Well, then let's have them make saves as I drop a soul lightning right there.
Okay.
And so all I have to do is roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
look up
8.
soul lightning.
It's 20-foot radius.
20-foot radius discharge. Save versus spells. All right.
Yeah. For half of this. Half of that 25.
I got a 14, which does meet, so they will take 12.
All right.
Which is ouch. So Malachi lights off a soul lightning, and these Dentry and Borman, you kind of see this pinkish purple aura erupt from all three of these hill giants, and lightning strikes out from their very souls, striking one another, and inside the tent, they are very badly wounded. What does Peppermint want to do?
Leroy Jenkins.
Let's move here, and I'm going to shoot an arrow at this thing.
Okay.
Wait, that's really the wrong dice.
I wish I had $1 for every time I pick the wrong dice, because I'd be fucking rich.
Starting the game off right by rolling a fucking 1. So I'm guessing I snapped my bowstring or something.
Oh, jeez.
Alright.
So Peppermint goes ping and breaks the bowstring on her bow. All right, Borman. What do you want to do?
Well, Borman's gonna rush up here and hit this dude. Hopefully. Oh, I rolled a 1 too.
Fuck, you caught it for me. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
catching. This guy. He sees Borman come running up. He is going to swing on Borman, but he's going to be at -2 because he is engaged with Dentry. Does Borman have
Borman
a...
has a yeah, he's got that
So
displacement
he's at
cloak. So
-4, but he's at
Mhm.
+7, so that means he is at +3 total net. 17 is good,
is
but not
not
enough.
a good enough. Yeah.
So he swings, and Borman just kind of... He's running into attack, misses his attack, drops to his knees, and slides, and this hill giant swings this massive tree trunk of a club just over Borman's head. The hill giants... This guy... Perfect. This guy is going to swing on Borman. .22. That's gotta hit.
Yeah, that does. Borman takes a hit at 21.
For
Ooh.
15 points of damage. So this tree trunk comes in and smacks Borman like he's striking for golf, and it just crashes into Borman, and he's kind of knocked back. These other two are going to continue to assault Dentry. Does Dentry have a displacer cloak?
I can't remember if I gave it away or not. Let me see. No, I have it.
Okay. All right. So first attack on Dentry, 21. Probably misses. I think
Nope.
you're 22, right?
I'm at 22,
Okay.
which I guess would be like really like a 24 because the cloak.
Well, yeah, it gives them a -2 to their attack. And then the other hill giant. Oh. He's...
Oh right, I should be venturing anyway. So.
Yes, so he slips in the mud. Your first Venger attack on this hill giant is a normal attack. A 19 hits. And this, you disembowel this hill giant.
Ooh.
I'll move him over here and out of my way. On this hill giant, slips in the intestines and muck created by the first hill giant, and Dentry can make a Venger attack on him at -2. That is
24.
also a hit.
Okay.
And
Only 6 points of damage that time.
and
He's far down. I couldn't get my sword all the way into him because he's down on the ground.
the Avenger swings up and just nicks the carotid artery, and this giant spins around and falls to the ground, bleeding out. I've got more hill giants. Let's see. This hill giant's going to attack Borman. 15
No.
is not going to do it. These hill giant is going to attack Alora. Ugh,
Ooh.
it's a 10.
No,
That's
Thank
yeah,
God.
it doesn't.
This hill giant is going to swing on Dentry and miss. Oh, that's right. That's a hit. 11.
Foul creatures, die!
You swing up and catch the top of his knee and slice it open. That is what they're going to do. There we go. Off. All right. Goodman.
Goodman hears that shit coming back down, and he's going to measure the distance with his eyes. Oh hell yeah! He's gonna step over here and swing
Hold on a second
his.
here. That is the dwarven thrower, right? Oh, you're
That's right,
okay.
and he hits that nat 20. So he
That's
will do 11 points of damage. So
okay.
he says, "Stay the fuck off my queen, you fucking whore!"
So Goodman runs up and smacks this hill giant right in the chest, right? And this hill giant uh, is immediately has the wind knocked out of him and is having a hard time catching his breath. He's going to be at a -1 next round because he can't breathe. What would Mira like to do?
Mira's gonna go for the closest one and kind of do like a run and gun attack. Or did we change the rules for that or no? I can't remember. Oh, that's next. That's in the other new game. Ignore all I just said. We're gonna run up and attack this one. Talking.
Yeah, some days I get confused on which game we're playing to. Like,
I
wait,
think
no,
it
that's
is.
Traveler rules.
Shit, that's right. How does this work? Okay.
There's all these different dice. What do I do? A 16 hits.
All right, let me roll the second one too, just to see.
No, it's
Oh,
2 hits.
okay. Then let's roll some d4s.
Ouch.
Good lord.
So,
Mirror.
yeah, Mira comes up and slashes with her tentacles. So, have you guys, speaking of Traveler, have any of you caught Foundation?
Not yet, no.
Oh my god, it's so good. So, like, I just finished rewatching the first and second season. Third season should be out sometime this year, hopefully summer. But anyways, there's a creature called a Bishop's Claw that is native to the planet Terminus, and it's quite vicious. And it's kind of a cross between a cat and a lizard kind of thing, and it's got like 4 eyes and just a mouth full of teeth. But on its shoulder blades, instead of tentacles, it has these 2 sharp, like, I guess they're like claws, but they're more like they're blades really that it can lash out with. And so the first thing I thought of was a displacer beast, but the funny part is they in the second season they have one as a pet named Becky.
Yeah.
and yeah, it's quite vicious, but pretty awesome. I love that show. All right, Alora, what would you like to do?
I have a potion of control giant. It seems like the time to use it. Right?
Oh, yeah, that could derail things. Let's take a look. Let's see here. I didn't put it in here. Or I did, and Roll20 miraculously made it disappear once again. Let's see here. Affects 1 to 4 giants of a specific type. Does it say what type of giant, or does it just say potion of control giant?
It's control giant. That's all I got.
Okay. Do they get? Let's see. It says. So when you drink this potion, you would have to. It requires concentration. So,
Okay. I can
so
do
you
that.
wouldn't be able to cast anything else. Visual range character can only control creatures that they see, and controlled creatures will resist commands that are deadly to themselves. It doesn't say that they get a save. It just is, which seems a little harsh, but okay. So then let me.
I think that's how it was with the dragon one too, and they're like really pissed afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah,
downside.
I don't know how pissed off hill giants would be. They're stupid.
It's like, yeah, you can control me, but the second your control is done, I am going to be enraged.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a d6.
2.
So this is actually a potion of control fire giants.
Okay, well.
So that won't work on hill giants.
Okay. So did I know that and not drink it, or did I drink it and
I would.
find out?
Oh, that's a good question too. Go ahead and roll a intelligence ability check.
I rolled under my intelligence. Is that what I want to
That
do?
is perfect. So yes, you would know. You know that this is not going to work on hill giants. That it is for fire giants. I would imagine they're probably different colors.
Okay, I wrote fire giants on there, so I don't.
I imagine a potion of hill giants probably resembles like sewer water. So yeah, you know that this isn't going to work. So Alora can do something else.
Okay, I'll do the horn of blasting.
Oh
towards
shit!
the one that attacked me.
Okay.
The one right in front of you?
Yeah, it's getting.
Hell yeah! Fuck that dude.
Point blank range horn of blasting. Oh gosh.
Yeah, and you can miss Goodman with it. Hold on here. Horn of blasting. 100-foot long, 2d6 damage. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Nice.
Okay. So, and then he needs to make a spell versus or save versus spells, or be deaf. He is not deaf, and the front of this hut just is, you just blast away, like the front end of this hut is just destroyed from the horn of blasting. And this giant's like, oh, and he's holding up his hands to his ears, which protects him from being deaf, but he's quite rattled. Goodman is barely out of the cone and just is kind of, standing back from the shockwave that comes out and hits this hill giant in the chest. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up and smack this guy in the kneecap with my warhammer.
All right, yeah, kneecap him.
You see, that's 21 to hit. That's got it.
Yes, it does.
Okay. It's 1d6. That's 3. Yeah. Okay. For 6 points.
6 points. Okay. So yeah, Mavis then follows up and runs in as Allura kind of retreats back and smacks this guy in the kneecap with her hammer. Loud crack of bone and flesh. Jackson, what do you want to do?
Jackson will go over and assist Mira with the killing.
Okay.
So 1 second while I run over there and wubba bam. No, I said run over there and wubba bam. There we go. Now I got a wubba bam. Wubba bam.
That is a hit. 10.
10 damage.
So Jackson runs in and slices kind of the midsection on under the giant's arm, and this giant just lets out a bellow. Vidan, now I need.
It's way towards the bottom of the documents, but I'm thinking he's going to do his job and start making his way over there.
Well, before Vidan does anything, I need to
Oh.
find help. Yeah, loyalty. So I'm gonna have Mavis roll this because she's the whole real reason that he's there, right?
Well, that, and we gave him some high-end magic items.
Well, yeah, but
We paid
she's
him. He's
really
been paid.
the reason that he's there.
Yeah.
Okay. What do I roll?
Roll 2d plus your charisma modifier.
Oh, fuck, that's not good. Okay.
What'd you get? 10. He remains loyal, and then roll another. I guess it's just loyalty. So no, he remains loyal. So what do you want Vidan to do?
Oh, yeah,
Go
what
ahead.
do I do?
Well, I mean, whoever's
no,
controlling. I mean, I think everybody can control him. So whoever wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
you
no
want
position.
I was just thinking he was going to start heading up this way to heal Borman, who just got hit, because
Okay.
that's his job, is to heal people and stay in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, there's no real sign that think that we're getting overwhelmed or anything like that. I mean, you know, if you're watching this battle go, we're killing them and they've hit us once.
Right. So he'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be able to run up and touch Borman next turn or next round.
Yeah, he's got that plate mail speed.
Yes. Yes. Dentry, what would you like to do?
Dentry will do the slight shift towards this one. And I will attack with the Venger.
Okay. That is a hit. For 9.
And then, where is it? My horse will do 2 hoof attacks.
Okay.
Let's see here. I guess it's Tackle 17 would give it a +2.
Yes, I believe that
Okay.
is correct. Let me double check.
Yes.
Yes, is +2.
Okay, so I'll just roll 2. I'll just roll 2 T20 quickly just to make it easy instead of like the whole like modifier on it, and then I'll add it after.
Right.
So does a 10 or a 4 hit?
No. The horse rears up and tries to move with its hooves and it falls short. Back to Malachi.
Malachi sees all that shit going over there around Dentry. And I don't know if I can or not. It looks like I might be able. The cone that I'm trying to shoot is 60 foot long, but it's only 30 foot wide at the end. But I'm trying to hug just past Dentry there and hit those guys. No, I'm trying to get all these guys up here. Yeah.
How much movement do you have?
Yeah.
You
Well,
you could just miss Dentry. Barely.
and that's what I want to do. Each of them needs to make a save versus spell or be feared as I cast
Ooh.
fear.
Okay. No, they fail.
Bye. Go and get. They need to move away from me at max speed for 8 rounds.
Okay. Which is what they will do on their turn. Peppermint, what would you like to do?
Well, the bow is fucked, so I need to move up and put a hurt on this thing with we have an axe.
You got a big. Peppermint's using a battle axe. She's got a +2, doesn't she?
Yeah, and then some more for
Yeah, +2 plus her Thaco bonus.
yeah, so that's +4 altogether. Okay, well, that's great. 14, does that hit?
Oh my God, no! She
Damn it!
she swings and
Not Peppermint's name.
this giant kind of blocks with his club. Borman.
Orman's got to hold the line. That shit hurt. But he's got to hold the line in hopes that an 11
It does
hit.
not. It does
Yeah,
not.
well,
So
then that's Borman's turn.
the sun came out and my allergies have been kicking my ass already.
Tree sperm.
Yes, yes. This giant, kind of concerned about Mira, to be quite honest. So he is going to swing on Mira and miss. Mira is not where he thought she was going to be, and his club comes down and smashes the ground. This one is going to swing on Borman again and miss. Thanks to his displacer cloak as well. These.
Did you? Sorry, I was talking to my girl. You said I got swung at and missed. Is that what you said?
Correct.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
This giant down here is going to probably swing on Goodman. So 19 probably doesn't get him. I know he's got that +2 plate, right?
He's got a +2 plate and he's got 21 AC with +2 plate, +1 shield.
This giant gets off the screen. This giant gets off the screen. That giant gets off the map. And Dentry, he's making a full retreat, which means Dentry can make an attack at +2. That is a hit. For 9.
Wood, face me!
And he gets right to there, leaving a trail of blood behind him as he takes off at full run. Goodman.
Goodman is still locked into combat with our friend here, the hill giant, and he's going to do 21,
Yep, that hits.
and that's 9 points of damage.
Ooh. Goodman smacks him again with his hammer in the chest, and this time Goodman feels the chest cave in, and there's just a sickening crack of bones, and this giant falls dead to the ground.
Be gone with ye.
Mira.
Mira doesn't take kindly to being swung at. So,
Yeah.
I have to do something about that.
Her ears are probably laid back. But she does hit. She hits the first time.
Okay. Five damage.
Okay. She lashes out with her tentacle, slashing the legs of this hill giant. What would Allura like to do?
Let's see. What I can read. I can go here and I think I can wing a dagger at this one maybe.
Okay.
35 feet, I don't know if that.
Let's see. Dagger. Oh, you're 5 feet short. You could probably say
I could have moved the same distance slightly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
at an
thinking.
angle.
My
Yeah.
line.
Is it normal then?
Yeah, that would hit.
Okay. 11 does not hit.
No. Dagger goes around and comes back through the wreckage of this burned out tent here. Mavis, what would you like?
Where is Mavis?
She's down towards the bottom here.
Oh my gosh, I'm all around it. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna have to look at double move and see how far I can get.
You could run
Yeah.
up and heal Borman. Oh, well, you could run up, but you couldn't heal.
Yeah, I'll make it to about there.
Okay.
Puffin and puffin.
All right. Jackson.
Jackson's going to finish what Mira's been starting.
That hits. For 8. Jackson runs the hill giant through, and the hill giant kind of he runs him through and pulls his sword out, and the hill giant just kind of stumbles away and then crashes to the ground. What do you guys want Vidan to do?
Thought he was stepping up to drop a cure light wounds on Mr. Borman.
Yeah.
Is that a D6?
1d6 plus 1. Or is that right? I think that's right.
5 points of healing on
get
Borman.
5 back.
Yeah. And he loses a spell slot for the day. I think he's got like 3 of them.
Yeah, he's got 2 cure light wounds and then a bless. Bless is his second level spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time
Well,
I've been studying Castles and Crusades, and there are some differences as far as like spell damage goes. So cure light wounds and magic missile are more in line with what we're used to from like 5e, and
right.
I think even from I want to say from second edition. I was a little bit shocked. I don't remember magic missiles doing 1d6 plus 1 damage ever, but for some reason in old school essentials they do, and I don't remember cure light wounds ever doing that much. I mean, I'm thankful that it does because old school essentials is brutal, but yeah, no, they go back to 1d4 plus 1 for magic missile and for cure light wounds, I believe, in Castles and Crusades. I'd have to look at it again for cure light wounds, but I'm pretty sure that it's 1d4 plus 1. So I've been doing a lot of reading, and it's like, oh, my brain is full of fuck. But Dentry, what do you want to do now that your foes have run away? I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could chase this one down. You're on a horse.
I mean, the one that I was facing that was running away, how far did it get?
80 feet.
What's the movement of my warhorse? Shit.
That is a good question.
I have it up here. 1 second.
Is there like a whole lot of hill giant village up all throughout the way?
Yeah, I mean it spreads out. This is the core of the village, so it kind of spreads out from here. But it's pretty sparse. Let's see here.
Okay.
I only have 40 feet of movement on the horse, so.
Is this a riding horse or I think this is just a riding horse. It's a war horse.
It was a war horse.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got 40 feet of movement.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna chase it because I'm like, okay, well they're running off further than I can get.
All right. Well,
I'll just turn back to this one and just be like, "Your kind are pure cowardice." Angry that my previous foe has run away, and take out all that anger on this one.
Okay. 21 hits.
He's dead.
Yes. Yes, he is. Dentry runs up and cuts this half hill giant in half at the chest with his sword, and it slops to the ground. We are out of combat.
There's one left.
Where? Oh, there is one.
Oh shit!
I forgot about him.
He's been hiding.
I mean, you could say he ran or he's hiding in fear or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say
you haven't been playing him, so I mean,
yeah, he does need to make a morale check for sure. And succeeds. So I mean, his queen was killed.
and all his homeboys.
And all of his homeboys. So he's got to be angry. Malachi, what would you like to do?
All right. You said there were some high-end tusks and stuff around here.
Yes.
Is it over here? Is that like a really huge looking tusk?
Yes.
Right there.
Well, it was. It's now shattered into almost a fine dust from the horn of blasting. The entire front of this hut was just destroyed.
Yeah, but the bone is still there. And that's really all I give a fuck about is I want to make a mammoth skeleton.
Okay.
And have it go start thrashing the other hill giant area around. So, I've got a 60-foot range. So I'm just gonna, cast animate dead temporarily on a fragment of the big mammoth thing to make a mammoth skeleton.
Okay.
And I will send it off into the surrounding village to cause chaos, mayhem.
Okay. So yeah, you cast in this mammoth skeleton. You see all these bones come up and just start forming into this skeleton. and it kind of rears up and then takes off into the surrounding village, thrashing through huts and goring things with its tusk and going ape shit. Uh, Peppermint, what would you like to do?
There's not any like apparent enemy around, is there?
Nope.
I want to. Can I take my turn to fix the string on my bow?
Yes, you can. You can
That's what
restring your bow for this round. The
that's what I'm doing.
hill giant can get to there and is going to. Range on this. Wow, spear's got 60-foot range. He's gonna throw a hill giant sized spear.
Holy shit.
At Borman. So
We'll take a -2.
Yep, but it's medium range. Well, fuck. Oh well. No bonus on that. He's gonna throw a spear. Ugh! And miss terribly. The spear goes wide, and then he just reaches down and picks up a club. Borman, what would you like to do?
Well, you can't just go about fucking doing that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, Borman's gonna step up and swing. I
That
hope a
hits.
20 hits. Yeah,
Yes.
so this would be +2, 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Borman is glad to have bloodied his sword.
Yes, Borman goes up and stabs quick and gets
Uh,
this hill giant in the thigh. Goodman, what would you like to do?
Goodman is gonna expend his 20 foot of movement. Straight up that way. I think somewhere in there. And this giant is big and up above everybody, right? Like I can
Yeah, he's
throw a dwarven thrower.
he's 12 feet tall.
Oh, then this is -1 on that, so it's 18
That hits.
+3, 8 points of dwarven thrower damage.
Okay, so this dwarven thrower, he twirls it and throws, and it ping right off of this hill giant's face. Right, just clocks him right in the chin. Mira.
Mira's gotten a taste for giant meat and will go. Rawr.
The first one hit.
3 points of damage.
Okay, so Mira runs up and slashes at him. Allura.
Ooh, fuck, I can't make it over there. Yeah. I'm gonna ride the broom up and see if I can spot anybody else since this guy kind of took us by surprise.
Okay, so you hop on the brim and ride up, up over the village, and you can see that in the distance. You can see that this mammoth skeleton is just rampaging through the hill giant encampment. The few hill giants that are left that aren't out in the wilds trying to steal food from other communities are either trying to defend themselves against this giant mammoth or they are running in terror.
Okay, well, we're
Mavis.
good on that front.
Yeah, so what you got Mavis doing?
Let's see how far I can go.
No problem.
Um, can move. Well, I guess I could move a little bit down, but I don't really have a. I guess I could. This is weird to do this close. I could guiding bolt and even something. Let's go.
Yes, you could. So you would take 1d6 plus 1 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh.
7 points. Ouch. And then he needs to make a spell save. He magnificently fails.
Awesome.
So he is sparkling with this golden glowy light as this golden bolt slams into him. Jackson, you get a +1
Jackson
on
will
your attack.
never leave. Jackson will never leave. Why am I not? Oh, because I was trying to move Peppermint. Never leave Mira alone like that. I was trying to move the wrong person.
Oh, just misses. Was that with your the +1?
Oh, it was not.
So then you hit with a +1.
Yay!
That just hits.
For 7.
Okay.
Let's get him, Mira.
And you slash out, and as soon as you connect and cut into this hill giant, the aura dissipates. What do you want Vidan to do?
To do what he was hired to do, to step up and roll a 1d6 plus 1 of healing
Okay.
for 7.
All right. So Borman gets 7 back.
Borman's only down 3 now.
That's pretty bad. That one hit from a hill giant, and it requires 2 cure light wounds to. I mean, you're not even fully healed. It's like, ouch, man. That's smart.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal, man.
Dentry.
Entry has no desire to join in the mollywopping of a hill giant. It is dishonorable. He will ride back and observe.
Okay. All right. Hold on here.
Damn nightness.
Pretty good chunk of XP so far. Nice way to start the game session. All right, so Dentry steps back and observes. We're back at Malachi.
Malachi can see that son of a bitch, can he?
Just barely. I mean, you know that they're around this corner of this hut. There's shit going down.
He needs to take 11 points of magic missile love.
Okay. And so these 3 magic missiles slam into the giant, and he comes crashing to the ground, dead. Right. So, do you want to stick around to pick through the village, or do you want to get out while the getting is good? Really, the 2 choices left to the party. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, it would be a sacrilege to come this close to the treasure and not take it. And those tusks alone are worth 400 gold pieces pop. We have to open the portal and put those in our vault.
That's a good point. So yeah,
Yeah,
let's pick through the remnants.
yeah, we
loot
need to.
all. That is always the statement. We loot all.
Yeah,
So
we're going to try to get rich. Plus, we someone might have had an heirloom or something, and we might run into them, and they might want it back.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, those are worth 1,200 each. There's 13 of them.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
When we leave this place, the remnants of these tents should be smoldering, and the hill giants should be able to see that their village has been fucking ruined from afar. I mean, that is the way you bust up a fucking village.
Set light to everything.
Yeah, you fucking burn it.
Then
Yeah.
wrong book. I got that before I got frustrated.
When we could still hear the fucking the fucking skeleton off just
Yes, you can hear the skeleton rampaging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everybody roll percentage twice.
all right. All right, I got a 66 and a 59.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Cameron, roll percentage twice. 22. You find an additional 7,000 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are
Since we're opening
stacking.
the portal, I'm just gonna throw that right into the main one anyway.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And Brian, roll percentage twice.
One moment, was mathing.
Nothing and
Damn.
nothing. Wow. Talking about the high end of the spectrum. And somebody gets to roll one more percentage.
Cameron.
Cameron, you had the success.
Yeah.
88 is nothing.
Well, we picked the wrong person, so there you go.
I mean,
But I mean, it's not like we're gonna be big. Yeah.
Hey, let me get all the high rolls out now.
Yeah, get all the high rolls
Yeah.
out now.
Oh damn! I wasted all the good rolls. Look at that.
Oh shit!
So yeah, you guys spend, well, in your looting of the village, in that amount of time, probably a good hour. Yeah,
During this hour,
the skeleton is keeping the giants busy, either attempting to fight it off or running. At this point, they're probably mostly running.
does Alora have a wand of lightning bolts that she's never going to use because you don't like it?
Who doesn't like a wand of lightning bolts?
I don't like it. Yeah, it's got.
Yeah. Can I have that?
Yeah, it's got 12 charges left.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, if you're not ever going to use it because you don't want to fuck with it. I knew we had one, and mine is gone. I've used I've used the shit out of it because the lightning bolts fucking rock. But 12 charges
died that way once, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yeah.
So, Cameron, did you have a chance to look at the new witch class that I wrote up for Vessels and
I have not.
I like it. So, with old school essentials with the rules out of Oktoberfest, the ritual magic that they have in there really can be applied to anybody, and I don't like that. I mean, not that pretty much every religion or spellcasting would have some kind of ritual involved, but I really think that ritual should have been left specific to the witch, and so I kind of went through and just redid how rituals work, and she get the the witch gets like a certain number of rituals, like different level points that are granted to her by her patron, and so and then of course she gets spellcasting on top of it. I haven't created the witch spell list yet. That should be coming next week. I'm hoping it will be done in a week, but you never know. The necromancer took me
Yeah.
like just over a week to do, so because
Um,
old school essentials only goes up to level 14 on their charts, and spell casting, for the most part, only goes up to what, fifth or sixth level spells. I think with the witch, it only goes up to like fifth. So that means I'm going to have to come up with 4 additional levels for whatever spell casting that a witch should have. So I'm going to be doing a lot of um, page flipping and looking at other caster classes. Probably the closest to the witch would be druid. So I'll be taking a lot of stuff from the druid and probably some stuff from wizard and illusionist that for those higher
cool.
level spells. So I don't know. She might get something like time stop and. But I really want to go. I want to lean hard into the fairy tale end of witches. So
Mm.
you know, shit that you would see from not just I don't want to say Disney movies, but like old school fairy tales. You know, some of that. Like one of the rituals that the witch can make, she can actually make the poisoned apple,
Oh, cool.
and that puts the whoever eats the apple puts them into essentially a death-like coma for pretty much ever. She has to name um, a triggering event that would end it, kind of thing.
Oh,
So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit like that in there, and so, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I want to get that book done because when I send in for the license, I want to actually have something to send them rather than just a request for a license. And here's some
yeah.
notes. I want to actually show a product, But, anyways, so you guys loot this place. I guess if you want your reward, your next route should be back to Arlaas. And let me find
Yes.
the map.
We surely owe Arlaas a visit
Yes.
for our reward, of course.
Yes. So showing you where they are on the map. This is the Hill Giant camp. Each one of these hexes is 12 miles. So they're, about a day's journey from Arlaas. And you guys, as you're leaving, you can look over your shoulder and see the Suddor is clearly on fire. There are numerous plumes of black smoke roiling up from the devastation that you have wrought behind you, and you come back into the town of Suddor. And so coming back into this, well, it's not a town, it's a village. And you kind of go back to rather than going to um, Grunvoit Manor, who is the richest man in town, the Grunvoit family. Um, Arthur Grunvoit made his fortune in mining in the Skellis Mountains and was smart enough to get out while he was ahead, rather than a lot of miners and prospectors. And this is even a danger for dwarves, as you well know, is electrum fever, where they just continue to take more and more risks, trying to get more and more electrum or gold or silver or whatever. Electrum being a primary, the largest wealth to be found in the Skellis Mountains. And so he was smart enough that he got out. And he came and settled in Arlaas and invested his money in building a horse ranch. And he breeds horses. And so part of the reward was that he was going to gift a I mean, the village of Arlaas clearly doesn't have a lot of money, and obviously with the hill giant problem. But Grunvoit, it doesn't take much to be the wealthiest man in town. Grunvoit is, and so he he raises these hardy riding and draft horses, and he even has some war horses in his stock. And there is this shiny, a coal black with a shiny coat destrier war horse that he was going to gift to you guys. Um, this thing is worth, just the horse alone is well worth 5,000 gold pieces easily. I mean, this guy, when he, normally you could get a war horse for about 250. These are, um, you know, oh wait, not 5,000. That can't be right. I thought that sounded a little high. So it's worth, I'm sorry, 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
So it is a step above what you would normally find. I don't know who wants to get a new warhorse. It's up to you. It is well.
That's,
It
that's
is already well trained and everything.
we've got shoes for it if Gentry wants it. Uh, as we start entering the town, Borman will go invisible and is going to the rich manor.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's not walking with the main party to do its big thing. He has kept his word to Jackson.
Okay.
What was
Yeah.
his word? I wasn't there.
That he would wait until after we came back before he stole from the fucking thing.
Okay.
I was like, don't steal before we go do the mission. Then they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
these people stole from us. Wait till we get
Yeah.
back. You're gonna steal. At least
Okay.
wait.
Yeah. So he's
Excellent.
been waiting and he's been like, oh, I sensed gems in that house. So he
You're
will want,
invisible.
yeah, he has to go to the house to try to, that's the curse of his armor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So. I will come back to Borman in about a moment. So at the
Yeah.
village hall, Arthur Grunvoit meets you guys with the town sheriff Oslo, who is a Stygian half giant, like 7 feet tall, and a number of other townspeople all gather around to hear the news that you have dealt with Suddor. Um, Bloodied their nose quite well. I mean, one of the villagers remarks, "Oh, we knew that you were coming. We could see smoke on the horizon." And the town blacksmith, who also runs the stables for the town, is a dwarf named Balin Fromshackle, and he actually emigrated to Arlaas from Zolotoheim, and he took up shop as the town's blacksmith. But in reality, he is a skilled armorer and weaponsmith, and
I should have commissioned him before. Damn it.
he has crafted Dentry, a shield.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
It is a shield +3.
Oh
Nice.
shit. I'm even harder to hit now.
Right?
I pass on my +2 shield to Peppermint if she
Yeah.
wants a shield.
Thank you.
Although with the battle axe, though, she can't use it.
All right. What
I still
about
have a shield for some time.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's important to have it.
Does Mavis use a shield?
Yes.
Does she want the shield?
I have +2 shield already.
Oh, so you have
They're
a
in
+2
pretty
shield.
good shape.
Then yeah, I'll give it to Peppermint. Then she can have my +2. I will take the +3. I am now that much harder to hit.
Excellent.
And I have a shiny shield. Did he put whatever crest we have on it?
Yeah, he can put your crest on it. Let me double check
Awesome.
something with the knight.
That's why I was asking about the crest. Because I'm supposed to want to show off my crest and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And maybe it's
And
best
shiny-
if
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying maybe it's best if we send the hireling the fuck on.
Yes.
You know,
Sure.
we
They got valuable experience, and now they can take their tails back to the monastery.
Take
Yeah.
back the gear that we weren't paying him with first.
Yeah, that would be the armor.
So I was
the
just
plate
double
mail.
checking because knights and paladins are very similar, but unlike the paladin, the knight, there's really no limit. I believe with the paladin, you're only allowed like one full set of magical items, and everything else is,
Oh,
shoved aside. But with the knight, they will take the most impressive and impervious-looking armor available. So that
Yep.
would be what this is. This is a shield +3.
that's great.
In addition, so you got the shield and the warhorse as a reward, and it actually, I mean, the shield is really a bonus. This is above and beyond what they initially had promised you.
Wait, so I got a new warhorse?
Yes, there is a new warhorse. Yes.
Does it come with any like armor or stuff? Like, is it got armored?
It is there is barding for it.
Oh, hell yeah! Warhorse, old warhorse. You've done your job. Give me back those war shoes. Give me back those horseshoes. You live in a little pasture now.
Yes. So with horse barding, its armor class is 14.
Sweet. AC went up a whole lot. That's nice. Or 2. Went from 12 to 14. Hell yeah.
Borman.
Does it affect the movement at all?
That's a really good question.
Because I mean, it's
I don't.
not designed for like long distance sprinter.
That is a very good question. Animals.
Why do I have to ask the hard questions?
I never even really considered this. Attack and harness, which of course it has. That's weird.
Can Mira get armor?
Technically, yes, you could have armor made for her.
And it's light. If the dog armor is light leather, I'm sure Mira could have some light leather. Yeah.
Where did I get barding? I know it's in one of these damn books. I've got it on my DM screen. Here we go.
Attack and harness thing?
Here we go. Barding. It says it's under adventuring gear. Is there description. Oh. Attack and harness. Horsebearing armor made of leather and plates of metal provides the animal with an AC 514 and has 600 coins worth of weight. So that right there, though, means that unencumbered a warhorse has a max load of 4,000 coins that it can carry. Encumbered, it can carry up to 8,000 coins. So 600 isn't going to affect it. I would say that counts as light armor.
Sweet.
I don't think that
So
it.
nothing against the movement.
I don't think it affects its movement.
Sweet.
That is an interesting thing to bring up though, because it does not list any movement rate. I don't think anybody's ever asked this question before, is what I'm guessing. But
I mean, but if you figure that it's the weight is 600,
yeah, I mean,
unencumbered
if it can carry
4,000.
4,000, I don't think that there's a problem. I mean, a destrier warhorse is quite stocky and beefy. They are about the size and height of a regular riding horse, but they are wide. They're muscular. A lot of people assume that a war horse is like akin to a draft horse, and that's not true. War horses are actually quite nimble. He could make Mira barding armor, just be dog armor for 25
Yeah.
gold pieces.
Done.
Well, yeah, 25 gold pieces.
Because anything that helps her AC a little bit would be nice.
And that would give her AC 13.
Sweet.
I don't know. I don't remember if that's better than what she's got or.
Well, I mean, what would it? The difference is it adds basically 2 to the AC, right?
Let me look at her.
Because she would have 15 AC right now.
She's a warp beast. So her AC is already 15.
Is that because of like her dexterity or movement or whatever?
Yes. I don't know that the armor would actually do anything for him.
Oh, am I like the gain she gets from the armor would probably be against the movement kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't.
And it would probably interfere with her displacement ability.
Okay. Won't do then.
So yeah. Forgot what I said. So, Borman. So the first thing off the top, Borman, you find, of course, those 2 rugs.
All right. Well, I will take his fancy rugs.
The 2 rugs
There's yeah.
are worth 1,100 gold pieces each.
All right.
And I'm adding this up. This all counts towards XP. And then you're going to get some rolls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 rolls. So
Well, we will take all 8 rolls.
yeah, 8.
Okay. You see it.
Yes.
I rolled 100. That's
Let's see. So
that's shit.
32 gets it.
Can't believe you rolled 100.
Yeah, I know.
Rare.
In the basement, you find that he has a vault built into the sub basement that has 3,000 gold pieces.
Got it.
Wonderful.
And then 42. And 3,000 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, so if the 42 hit, then I only missed on 2 of them in theory.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I thought that was pretty good.
You said 3,000 platinum?
Correct.
Okay.
And let's see. 8's excellent. We'll come back to the 8. 62 is a miss. 100's a miss. 23. You find 86 gems.
Ooh, shit.
I told you, this guy's fucking filthy rich. 86 gems worth 100 gold pieces each.
86 gems worth 100 gold pieces each. All right.
Yeah, you lucked out on some of these rolls.
Sometimes I feel like Borman's the only reason we get experience.
Agreed.
He's a thieving motherfucker.
38 and 39 both hit.
He's like, you guys go for the celebration and rewards. I'll meet you on the other side of town.
Find 1,000 electrum pieces.
Ooh, shit.
1,000 electrum.
The rest of the party
Never.
doesn't know what's happening. Yeah.
You should probably just open up the mirror on your own for this one.
Yeah, it's got to do a dump.
I'm just going to assume that this is all going straight into the vault.
Mhm.
And then
Fair enough.
the other one. Other one. 7,600 silver pieces.
7,600. Damn.
Now, that really good roll. The 8. Says, whew, yeah, that's a jackpot roll. Borman, roll percentage.
83.
You find a. Oh, this is a weird one. You find a potion of longevity. Drinking this potion instantly and permanently causes the character to become 10 years younger.
Wow.
Instantly and permanently?
Yes.
So you just remain 10 years younger, like that age?
Yes. Well,
Oh,
yeah, it seems like it.
Or you remain 10 years younger than what you would have been?
I think it's 10 years younger than what you would have been. It
well,
doesn't.
Borman's been
way.
It doesn't
adventuring
stop
for a
you
little
from aging.
while.
Well, it does say
Yeah,
permanently, though, doesn't it?
yeah.
I guess
I mean,
permanently just means that like you don't revert back to your previous age.
Right.
yeah.
Right. That's the way
Well,
I take it.
how
me
how how long have we been adventuring since Borman stepped in?
Probably 4 years.
4 years, right? So I mean, having like 21, 25, back down to 15 permanently. Ooh, that's
sounds awful.
Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
terrible.
That's like
We're gonna
cursed at that point.
save that. Yeah, potion of longevity.
There's some old guy somewhere in our adventures that'll pay our behalf.
Maybe so, but Borman is a good guy deep down in his in the very bottom of his soul is some goodness.
I repress
You
that
know,
way down deep.
yeah, and he's like, I'm gonna leave him the Horn of Tritons, just in the middle of the vault. Everything else will be
Oh,
gone.
the Horn of
and
Tridents. Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get another percentage roll.
okay.
What the heck is the Horn of Tridents?
It
Horn
is.
of,
I can show you. It is.
Let you control fish or something.
Or the Horn of Tritons. Yeah. It's.
yeah, Horn of Tridents.
I don't know. You
sorry.
guys might want to hang on to this.
I have one.
Foreshadowing?
What do I have? Let me see. I have something sort of similar. I have a trident of control fish.
Yeah,
I can control
I-
just fish.
yeah. I've done it.
Okay.
It might. I've removed it from my bag of shit. I really hit this motherfucker hard, and so I'm like, man, I've got to do, and I'll do random magic fake writing around the place to make it look like maybe some magical event happened, and see how that plays out.
You find a scroll of protection from magic.
Okay.
Spells and spell-like effects from magic items cannot cross the circle of protection. The barrier prevents magic from entering the circle, but also from leaving it. So anybody inside the circle can't cast either. Lasts for 1d4 turns, so up to 40 minutes. And it can only be spelled by a wish spell.
Oh, dang. That's
So that-
crazy.
Any character can
So-
use it. It's written in a non-magical language. Reading the script aloud conjures a circle of protection against the magic. Aura of protection, when used, conjures a 10-foot radius circle of protection around the reader. If the reader moves, the circle will protect and follow them.
Huh.
So, there's that.
Well, I wrote it down, so if anybody decides they want it, just let me know.
Okay. Hell yeah.
And
You
then,
do. And then.
Ooh.
Excellent.
That was a good roll on the 8.
Roll, there's going to be 4 of these. Roll the first percentage roll.
99.
Okay. And
Red
then,
balloons.
And then roll percentage again.
77.
You find a spear +2 in the vault.
I will put the spear +2 in the bag of shit unless somebody's really wanting a spear +2.
Yeah. Go for
I'm
it.
trying to think like what would a. It's not like a javelin or anything where I could use it as like a.
Spears can be thrown. They got like
I mean,
a
not
max of
javelin,
60 feet. They're pretty good thrown weapons.
My bad. I didn't mean like a javelin. I meant like a lance or anything. It's not like that.
No, it's not a lance.
Yeah.
Roll percentage again. Second item.
85.
Roll percentage again. Find out what it is.
35.
It is a sword +1 with a +3 versus enchanted creatures. So anything that's magically created or animated, and those summoned by spells are magic items. So technically,
That's a lot of stuff.
if it's those summoned by spells or magic items, that would work against most elementals. At least in this game.
Then
All the
it goes
primary.
to Gentry.
Okay.
He's the knight.
True. He's going to have just a shit ton of swords.
Well, because he goes through them.
That's true.
Chris.
That's true. That is true.
No, wow, so broken a weapon. Thank you very much.
Go ahead and roll percentage again.
But the fact that it can turn into a +3, you know, in the right situation, you know, has benefit to him. That's a 20.
Okay, 20. 20. Okay. Roll percentage again.
Borman has one hand that's bigger than the other now from all this rolling. People think he masturbates.
Yes.
But no, he's just rolling.
You find a potion of critical healing.
That's definitely going to end up in the potion. Cameron should write the longevity potion down too in the potion, because I'm not keeping that.
I'm sorry, potion
Potions
of serious healing. So it does.
Okay.
It heals 2d6 plus 2.
Still a nice one.
And last percentage roll.
Yeah. 54. That's how many centimeters around his wrist is now. I'm rolling.
And last roll percentage one more time for the last one.
He keeps saying last one.
I know, 77.
Is a
Using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
You find a treasure map.
Oh, a treasure map. That's, you know, the shit that gets us into.
No problems whatsoever. What are you talking about? Treasure maps have never been problems.
You find a treasure map 7.
Okay.
That leads, it shows, and I will bring up the big map.
This is when he goes, I want you guys to go this way.
More or less, yes.
I made a decision a while ago that if Borman's going to rob somebody really big, he's leaving something in return. So it's like a trade, and he's not really stealing.
Is that how that works?
Well, you know, I'm trying to embrace the chaos, you know, and out and out stealing is more of a selfish thing, and I am just repositioning the world's wealth a tad.
Yes.
It's different until you think about it. Well, it makes sense until you think about it, you know, and that's all that matters. Everybody went to go get rewards, and then all of a sudden, you know, you guys just start feeling just a little bit more powerful over and over and over again. As
to clarify, this village didn't have any kind of potion maker, right?
They did not. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have a They have a apothecary.
Can I
Oh.
retcon that before we went off to deal with the trolls, I gave them a Drac Bloom for them to turn into a potion of fire breath?
Sure, she can do that.
Because I'm trying to do this everywhere we go, and I keep forgetting until we're leaving.
Damn, man.
Potion of fire breath now.
Yes.
In the
Yay.
water?
I don't know. It's
Yes.
just a potion of fire breath. Not that I have any idea what that does.
Yes, it is right there. That is where it is pointing you to go.
That'll be an interesting conversation around the campfire later.
What's a potion of fire breath do?
Potion of fire breath. Let's see.
It's like Listerine, but with an extra twist.
Yeah, more or less. Huh, that's one I didn't include.
It's cinnamon flavored because, you know,
It is
to make
'Cause,
that
yeah.
fire.
page 101. Oh, it's from the Drock Bloom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was from the very first book that I wrote. I'm surprised we haven't run into
That's
that
how long
yet.
I've been holding on to this damn thing, I'm telling you.
I know, right? I mean, it's no wonder that I
I'll
forgot
keep
what it
rolling
does.
for that bird.
I wrote that 2 damn years ago. All right, there is Potion of Fire Breath. For you.
Hell yeah.
Are you saying that this is basically like a insta kill?
Well, it does
My
whatever your
hit-
current hit point. So
Oh,
if Jackson's the one that drinks it, it does his current hit points worth of damage with a save versus breath for half damage. And anything that's flammable has a 3 in 6 chance of catching fire and being
Uh,
destroyed.
How long does it take?
Instant. I mean, it only
It's
lasts.
just a
Yeah, it's a one and
it's
done.
a one. Oh, okay. Well,
that is insanity.
man, being able to dump your fucking hit points of damage into a motherfucker, save for half.
I mean, you
And
get a
might be able to
one-time
get a
chance to
couple.
pretend you're a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'm here for it.
That's great.
So, so you make your Borman, you steal everything and make your way back to the rest of the party. Are you remaining invisible, or I mean, so you're going to be here another night because they're putting the knights the symbol onto Dentry's shield and crafting the potion. And they put you up in there is a small tavern that has some rooms. They put you up down here in this tavern for the night. So I mean, once you're in your rooms or whatever, I mean, Borman, it's up to you if you want to become visible.
Oh, I mean, I will. When we get into the room, I'll sneak in for the party. You know, where we all hang out, and then I'll just reveal myself and be like, wow, man, you know, I found some things that that took me a while to gather together. It was just laying on the side of the road back there. I feel I had to rescue all this.
During these talks with the villagers and whatnot, and getting set up in your inn, it does occur to the rest of the party that nobody's seen Borman for a while. That's not shocking.
I rolled an intelligence check for Mavis and failed, so she totally believes everything going on.
Okay, so while you are, kind of eating and feasting, the town, everything is on the house. The town or the village is very happy that you have assisted them with their hill giant problem. And Vidan comes to Mavis down while you guys are feasting in the tap room of the inn, and he tells Mavis, he says, Sister Mavis, I am feeling that I am being called. I believe that it was destiny that I followed you and found this village. I believe that I should stay to try to administer the faith here. Now,
I think you should follow your calling. That's important to do.
one of the things that you guys do know is that clerics of the new faith aren't. So Sagina has their own gods. They are they worship both the old gods, which really the old gods are more nature spirit oriented. Like Montes, for instance, is the god of mountains and stone. And then all of the old gods take some elemental natural aspect. The gods of Stagina, in addition, and kind of almost taking a priority over the old gods, are the gods of the giants. And the people of Stagina don't really. I mean, it's not that they actively despise the new faith of the 12 elder gods that the church really or did really espouse, but they certainly don't want to be proselytized to. And in the past, the chapel of the known gods in Glaushine has sent many missionaries and clerics into Stagina with the idea that they were going to convert these people, and that has gone over like a lead balloon. Most of those clerics were never seen again, and some that did make it back, their party, they were the only ones that made it back because they got to watch the rest of their brethren be beheaded and crucified and whatever. So the clerics aren't very well liked. And part of on the flip side though, Vidan was a part of your party. And so he was a member of the party that went in and put a stop to these hill giants. So they've kind of taken a liking to him despite the fact that he's churchy. So, it's not the worst idea, right? But he insists to Mavis that he's feeling the calling of a higher power, that he should remain here in Arlaas, trying to spread the faith.
Yeah, go for it. I believe in him. I think he can do it.
So he's going to be leaving the party, and you guys can decide where are you traveling to next. You're all the way down here in Arlaas.
Where's the thing we're supposed to get?
The treasure map's up here, and ultimately this is where you're wanting to travel to, because you've been told that the most likely place to find out about the hammer Donnerschlag, the hammer of Janus, is in the capital of Stagina, of Olafsveller. So it's a long journey. It's just really a decision on which direction you want to take.
It's a detour, but it's not like an out of the way detour.
Borman will want to go to here and try to cross and then travel to here and try to find that, because he'll be like, well, there's a lot of value in this map.
Well,
And
keep in mind,
you know
here, if you're crossing here, there's nothing here. And each of these hexes is 12 miles. So it's not this ford here is not, it's not as narrow as you might think on the map. I mean, this is nearly 12 miles from shore to shore.
I have a plan to cross without the need of
But I mean, you
there
could go to
being
Obermulsen or Gunstein and have an easier time crossing, is what my point is.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Gunstein has boats or
Other, yeah, we'll head
Very
there and
different.
see if they can ferry us across.
Okay. All
Sounds
right.
sounds cool. I don't know what Brian thinks about all that.
That was actually what I was going to suggest, but then he said it. So
Okay.
I felt like that was one of those, like the commercial where they're like, why don't we get in a perfectly good running car?
Right. Yes. Yes.
You got those horseshoes that let your horse go across the water. We have a broom,
It's
and
horrible.
then we
It's not
can.
meant for like 12-mile journeys like that. Not carrying people anyway.
Right.
Uh,
It specifically says it's not meant for that.
So,
oh,
um,
huh.
go ahead. Clear that.
It's
And then we got the
specifically
water
said
walking.
not meant to be ridden for long distances.
So before
There.
leaving Arlaas, um, well, you're still in the tap room. I have.
It'll be a shame if we have to lay waste to this whole town because they make false accusations.
Everybody rolled 2d8.
every person or every character.
Every character.
Oh,
2d8?
Mm-hmm. So you got
Okay.
basically. Yeah.
all right. 10, 7, 10.
Yeah.
15 and 9. Does Mira roll?
So Mavis, you while in the tap room, you hear a rumor that overhear a rumor from another table that they are talking about another town, the town of Isapa. And I can show you where Isapa is. Isapa is all the way up here on the northern shores of the Great Inland Sea. And they're saying, they're talking about how the people of Isapa are ready to revolt against Jarl Eric.
Okay.
That they're ready
Good to
to go
know.
into open revolt. And Alora hears that a rumor, you guys are kind of at your own table and quietly discussing next steps that you're going to be traveling to Gunstein. And Alora hears a rumor that the Wood Elves have been a nuisance to both Gunstein and to outlying farms to the north of Arlaas.
They are kind of snooty.
Yeah, fucking hell. Borman, you also hear that the stone giants of Krovag will reward anyone that brings knowledge of their lost tombs in the mountains. Evidently, the stone giants being very ancient. So Stagina, way back before the War of the Heavens, and even further back, even to the time of the reckoning when the planes collided and the new gods came to the known world. All of this region was ruled by the giant clans. And so the stone giants are ancient, and evidently they have lost touch with many of their ancient tombs, and so it is said that they will reward anyone that finds their ancient tombs and brings that knowledge back to them. Dentry, you hear that the Jarl of the city of Viacaslau here is seeking skilled assassins for an unknown cause.
Ah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
you also hear, Jackson hears that there's a strange flying contraption that can be seen floating in the town of Gunstein.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's 2 for Gunstein with wood elves and it being in the path of the treasure map, and now this. So I mean that
Peppermint
flying contraption.
Peppermint gets into conversation with a couple of drunk villagers, and they tell Peppermint that King Kisping is actually quite smitten with Jarl Brynhild of the town of Ironmund here.
Wow. Spicy.
They also bring up the fact that King Kisping is already married. He has 2 wives, but they insist that he is smitten enough with Jarl Brynhild that he would probably dump the other 2 wives for her. And they tell tales that Jarl Brynhild is an exceptional beauty.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And Malachi hears a rumor that the trolls have taken over a shrine just south of Olafsfeller up here.
Can I ask questions when I hear that rumor?
You can.
Like, tell me about these trolls. You know, what are they formidable? You know?
They tell tales of their brothers' wives, uh, girlfriend's sister, uh, told tales that they went to the shrine and that there were terrible trolls that were large and deadly, and they were attacking people on the Eastern Tradeway, which is this black line that goes all the way to Olafsfeller. And that they are that the biggest rumor is that the one of the trolls is a witch.
Ooh. Well, that's definitely got Malachi's fucking interest. But all right.
All right, so I don't know if that changes your mind on which direction you want to go, or if you're still heading for Gunstein.
I want to see the contraption in Gunstein. That sounds cool.
The floaty thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, our life gets a lot easier if we get a flying ship.
That's true.
But just know that, you know, throughout all of the multi-universes everywhere, once you get flight, you no longer appreciate the lay of the land.
That is true.
You know,
That is true.
like in World of Warcraft when they got flying mounts, everything changed.
Right.
You know, it really didn't make a damn.
You also lose
that
a
you had
lot
to
of
go-
XP because you're not having to constantly
Yeah.
fight your way through stuff.
Right, but you know, anyway, that's all the thing on flight. But I do think that going and getting that in the treasure map is a neat thing. But God, the trolls and the witch, and all that man, I mean, that can have a lot, for Alora, and especially in her evolution as a character. Maybe we go to Glosstein and then go to the trolls, and then maybe go after the treasure map. Uh, you know, we'll
Bring
think
some
about
serious
that.
things up.
So looking at this, I hate it when I do this because I went over this diligently, and I found an error.
Oh, and you fucked up your whole.
So like so I apologize to anybody with the book. Stagina Hex map rumors. There are 16 rumors, and it 1 to 16, but it's 2d8 roll. So the lowest that you could roll would be 2. So
Right.
yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Oh,
Sorry.
If you
yeah.
roll a 2, you heard both the first 2 rumors.
Right? Yes. Yeah. Referees, you can pick.
Well, you could use the one that was on number 1, right? For if like player A rolls 8 and then player C rolls 8, well that number 1 could be used as a filler to stop repeats.
Right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And anyways, so is there anything that you want to grab before heading out?
Borman, like every hour as we wait here, he thinks and will be kind of vocal about it amongst the party that we ought to be going, huh? Yeah, a good time to hit the road with the air in our face.
But I haven't had a chance to get the recipe for their ale yet. He's still giving me the recipe for ale.
Yeah.
So it's not
That's
ale. They
well.
actually have mead.
What's their mead recipe?
Well, they would, since you are heroes of Arlaas, they would be happy to give you their recipe for their mead. Pretty much everywhere you go in Stagina makes mead. They have some ales, but their primary thing is mead, and their Stygian mead, is so popular that it is probably their biggest export. Everybody across, including in the Glossian Empire where you're from, a lot of places try to copy or mimic their mead, and few get it exactly right. But they give you a recipe for it.
I now have Stygian mead.
You now have a recipe for Stygian mead. It's not
Excellent.
hard to make.
This was a big week for your characters, Brian.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
for
you.
real.
Yeah.
So did you want to
Yeah.
did you want to buy supplies or anything?
We should probably get supplies. Nobody's saying anything about the heist.
So there
Oh,
is,
wow.
you can hear some clanging of I was gonna say a bell, but it's not really a bell. It's more like a triangle, and you see that Sheriff Oslo is heading off across this bridge, with a couple of deputies, heading up towards this hill down here. He seems quite grim about it.
Well, how long are we projected to still stay here when we see this shit? Are we fixing to leave when we see this?
It's up to you. It sounds like Borman's like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Well, yeah. Borman's not gonna go and viz and sneak off from his party, though. I mean, if
I would
he
just be like,
steals,
it looks like y'all are about to have more trouble, and we've already saved you once.
yeah,
Okay.
We'll
yeah.
So you're just noping out. Okay.
be all right.
Already saved you all once. You can deal with your small troubles.
So most of Stagina, I mean, this land isn't necessarily that bad, but it is much colder in the north, and it gets colder and colder the further you go. Out here, You're talking about a light snow and frost on the ground, but it gets much colder the further north you go, especially north along the Great Inland Sea. There's no real roads out here, so you're able to only move once per day.
The days are long, but
Can I
the
check for a
work is
bird?
hard.
You
Oh
can
crap! I
check.
gotta get going.
Yeah, you can check for a bird.
Yeah,
I'll check for a bird, and then I gotta get going.
Okay.
this is your week. You're getting that owl.
Is it 1d6 or 2d6? I can't remember.
Roll a d6 first. No bird seen
Nope.
on that day.
Fucking hell! Well, no birds that I want anyway. Who wants a damn sparrow?
Right? Yes. No major birds. No.
Aw.
You make camp. First day, next day. Oh. Okay.
Good luck, everybody.
Right.
Good luck.
Thanks. Yeah, it's cool, man. You know, if it's something real crazy, then we can just pause until Brian's here to fight by our side.
Yeah. Well, let's make a decision here. It's gonna be 4 hill giants.
Y'all got that.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, if you're leaving and Cameron's not ejected, too, it's not that much of a difference. I mean, Chris could put the EXP and all that in the
Oh
the
yeah.
group
Let me go.
thing,
I can-
and we could just pause. I mean, we're on the road together and all that. I mean, I don't think Cameron is gonna object.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Do we want to break here then?
I think that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
All
stop right now, and then we'll have Brian for the thing,
Okay.
and then because he's got to run, just post
So
the-
everybody is going to get 8,796 XP.
Damn.
Yeah, I did it.
8,796. Yeah, that
Definitely.
treasure really kicked you over the top.
Oh damn, that's gonna be level up for both my knight and my ranger.
Brian's like, fuck that party.
I'm like, I gotta figure this out, but no, I gotta get going. Okay. Thank you guys, appreciate you.
All
Thanks,
right.
it was fun.
Have a good one, guys. And we will pick this up with you starting your camp encounter next week.
Thanks.
so much.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.